Hello everyone. Today's lesson is 9.2, page 539. Okay, let's start our lesson. Today's lesson is titled by ordered pairs. Okay, firstly, you have to know the ordered pairs is about this two brackets, between them two numbers separated by a comma. The first number is called x coordinate and the second number represents y coordinate, and the x coordinate and y coordinate intersect at one point, which is 0 and 0, and called origin point. Now if you want to plot or determine any location of any point, you have to use these two lines, y-axis and x-axis, to determine this location on this grid. This is called graph grid. Okay, so if you want to determine this point 3 and 2, so he asking you to move from 0. Every time we start with 0, move from 0 3 units to the right, or 3 steps to the right, because he started with 3, so you have to move 3 steps to the right, like that. Then you have to move up 2, because he write in the second coordinate, which is y coordinate, 2, so you have to move 2 steps to the right, to up. Okay, so you have to put this location on this grid, which is arena, like this. Okay, so he described the position of the point by using this ordered pair, two brackets, inside it two numbers separated by a comma. This is all about ordered pair. Ordered pair represent the location of a point on the grid. Okay, next he wants to describe the point aquarium. So he asking about this point. How can we solve this? How can we determine the location of aquarium here? Okay, firstly you have to move from 0. So let's change the color. We have to move from 0. The first will be moved to the right, so every time firstly you have to move to the right, then go up. So move to the right to the number below aquarium. Aquarium, we have here the number below it is 9, so stop at 9. Then we're going to move up, so we move 9 steps to the right, so the first number is 9, because the first number represents how many steps we moving right. Okay, to move up, how many steps? Let's see, it will be 4 steps. So these two numbers represent the x-axis and the y-axis. So we have here 9 here, and 4 represents y-axis or y coordinate. So the location of aquarium according to first this number and second this number. Okay, so we have here 9 and we have here 4. Okay, let's move to the next page. Okay, now he asked me to plot the point 5 and 7 and label it J. Label it with J. So firstly you have to plot it in the correct position. So we have to start with 0. Every time we start with 0, and then move 5 steps to the right according to our ordered pair here. Okay, so we move 5 units or 5 steps to the right and stop. Then we move 7 units up like that. 7 units up because we have here 7, so we stop at the point or the line, the same line of the 7 here, the same line. Okay, so the point is J, 5 and 7. Okay, next plot the point 8 and 0 and label it with S. Okay, let's change the color we have here. This, let's start with this. Okay, so we have to move how many? 8 steps to the right like that, and 0. What does it mean 0? So don't move up. He asked me here, don't move up. 0, it means stop. So you have to stop here, and the point just here is 8 and 0. Okay, next. The same here. We have here, draw the line segment, connect A and B. So you have to draw the line segment, connect A and B like that. There are 6 units between the points A and B, so you have to count the number of squares between the 2 points here. So let's count together. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 squares. Okay, if we want to get the length of this, the length of the line, all we have to do, we subtract the numbers that they are different. So we have two like numbers. We have 9 and 9. Cancel them. So cancel them and then subtract the two different numbers. 9 minus 3 equals 6. So that's the number. We have 6 units between the 2 points A and B. Okay, so if you want to get the length of any line on the grid, if we have two like numbers or similar numbers, cancel them and subtract the two different numbers. Okay, here graph the point 3 and 2 and 5 and 2. 3 and 2, so you have to move from 0 every time we start with 0. Okay, so you have to move from 0 to go firstly 3, because we have here 3 and 2, so we move right, we're going to move right 3 and up 2. Okay, we want to determine the next one, which is 5 and 2, so you have to move 5 to the right and 2 up. Okay, now if I ask you what the distance between these 2 points, you can just count the squares, the number of squares, or you can subtract the different numbers. So if you want to get the length of this line, how can we get the length of this line? Firstly, we have two numbers or two squares between them. 1, 2. We have two squares, so the answer is 2 units. But if you want to get the number without counting, the length of this line will be cancel the same numbers 2 and 2, okay, and subtract the different numbers. 5, the big comes first, so it will be 5 minus 3 equals 2. The same answer here. So we have the same answer. So we have two ways to get the length of the test or the distance between 2 points. The first will be count the number of squares between the 2 points. Secondly, you can subtract the different numbers between the 2 points. Cancel the same numbers or the same numbers between them, cancel the same numbers and subtract the different numbers. Okay, so that's the meaning of ordered pairs. It's a very easy lesson, but you have to understand it. Okay, you have to be accurate if you want to plot the point. Okay, it's very important to plot the point in the correct place. Okay, like that. We have here C, and we want to plot the direction or describe the position of this point on the grid. So C, where is C here? Here. So start with 0. How can we reach C? Firstly, you have to move to the right first. Okay, so you have to move right. Like that. Move right. How many to reach C? 6. And then go up. So we have here 6 as x coordinate, so we write first 6, and the corresponding number on y-axis is 3, like this. So it will be 6 and 3. And the same with all of that, the same thing. Here in this question, he asked me to plot and label the points on coordinate grid A. So we have here M, 0 and 9. So you will plot it on the grid 0 and 9. So firstly, you have to move to the right, but here is 0, so you can't move to the right anymore. Okay, so you have to move up, only move up. So 0 and move up to 9. So this M. The next one, H, is 8 and 6. So you have to move from 0 to the right. How many places? Yes, excellent. We have 8. So we move 8 to the right and up 6 units. 6 units. Okay, so the point is H, and the same answer goes for all of that. Okay, everyone, I hope you understand this lesson. It's very easy, but it's very important for the next lessons. Okay, thank you for listening.